Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about 5 things that I would change about this car. It's been really tricky trying to find anything that I don't like about it because I absolutely love this car. But I want to talk about 5 things that I think, just slight design tweaks that would make this car absolutely perfect. If you're not already, give a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Let's see what they are. So first up is the leather. These seats are gorgeous. In my opinion, they're just the right balance of sport and style, and they look fantastic. But what lets them down is the soft leather, and the bolster on this car is already starting to wear, probably more than I'd want it to. We've done 25,000 miles in this car. It's 5 years old. It shouldn't be looking like this at this point in its life. So point 1, harder wearing leather on the bolsters. The next thing is the width. This car is pretty wide for UK roads, especially if you live in quite rural, narrow country lanes, rural areas, or urban with narrow curbed roads. It's pretty wide, and it's sometimes pretty hard to sort of navigate this car through those areas without causing damage. 1,923 millimeters wide, that's the track width of the tyres. Yes, there are wider cars out there, but for UK roads, this car is pretty wide. I know that's for handling, and yes, it looks fantastic with that wide track width. But it's just something to bear in mind if you're looking for one of these. It is a wide car. Point number 3 is the blind spot. The blind spot in this car is the size of a small continent. It is huge. Yes, I did get a car without blind spot monitoring. Yes, that is my fault. It's something I'm looking at having added in, but it's just something you really have to take extra care with when you're changing lanes or pulling out from somewhere. It is monumental. I'll show you why. It's because you've got all of this back here. This window doesn't really do a lot from inside. It lets some light in, but you can't really see out. But you've got all of this metal in the rear quarter here, which provides the perfect mixture for a huge blind spot. Point number 4, the sound system. This has the uprated Meridian sound system in it, and it still leaves quite a lot to be desired. When you're buying a car such as this, you'd expect to have a little bit more bang for your buck. It does let the overall feel of the car down, but then with the exhaust sound being the way it is, I can't really imagine many people have the sound on too much on the sound system. So I'll put it in here. It wouldn't be a deciding factor if I was buying this car again, but it's just not something you'd expect, in terms of quality for this car. The final thing that I would change about my Jaguar F-Type is the cup holders. In the F-Pace, they're through 90 degrees, so they're one behind the other. In here, they're side by side, and when you've got 2 coffee cups in here, if you've got a passenger or you need a lot of coffee, there's nothing you can do to get around it. It's awkward. Yes, if you're in auto, you don't really need to access the gear stick, but if you're parking, manoeuvring, or if you're in sport and flicking through the gears, or if you just want to access anything here, you're taking your coffee with you on the way through. You rest your arm on the armrest, same thing happens. You just can't avoid it. I know we're a bit limited on real estate in here, and yeah, what else could you do? I'm sure between the very clever people in the design team at Jaguar, we could have found a better solution to this. So all in all, very trivial issues, small things that would not deter me from buying the car, and they far from ruin it. They're just small tweaks that I think would really change the experience of owning and driving this car, its longevity and its user experience. It was really hard to pick 5 things that I don't like about it, because as I say, I love it. But if you're in the market for one of these, if you happen to be looking for one, hopefully this goes some way in helping you understand the little quirks, things that I think could be done better. Thank you for watching. If you're not already, give a like and subscribe. Check out my other videos, and I'll see you in the next one.